Hello and welcome to Yuri, where we today talk about a person who had a bright and fortunate future ahead of her, only to have her life taken away from her in her sleep. I'm a very nostalgic type of person. I love to sometimes just lay in bed and think about the past and things that remind me of the earlier years of my life. It can be old shows, video games, songs or movies, and in some cases look up some actors and actresses who had a big part of those things and what they do and how they look today. The Land Before Time was a big part of my childhood. I loved the movies and I loved to sing along with the songs. It was something I would do on a daily basis. Just a few days ago I decided to look up the movies and see what the talented people behind the movies are doing today. That's how I found out about Judith Barsi, the voice actress of Ducky. What I read was horrifying, and I knew right there and then that this was a story I wanted to cover in the video. This is her story. Barsi was born in Los Angeles County, California on June 6, 1978, the daughter of Joseph Itzvan Barsi and Maria Virovacs, both immigrants to the US, who fled the Hungarian People's Republic following the 1956 uprising. The two immigrated at different times and met at a restaurant in California, where Maria worked as a server. Both had been previously married. Maria Barsi began preparing her daughter to become an actress when Judith was 5. Barsi's first role was in Fatal Vision, playing Kimberly MacDonald. She went on to appear in more than 70 commercials and guest roles on television. As well as her career in television, she appeared in several films, including Jaws, The Revenge, and provided the voices of Ducky in The Land Before Time.
Hello.
And Anne Mary in All the Dogs Go to Heaven.
All I have is a picture in my mind how it would be.
By the time she started 4th grade, Barsi was earning an estimated $100,000 a year, which helped her family buy a 3-bedroom house in West Hills, Los Angeles. She stood 3 feet 8 inches, about 1 meters and 12 centimeters at age 10. She began receiving hormone injections at the UCLA to encourage her growth. Her petiteness led casting directors to cast her as children that were younger than her actual age. Her agent, Ruth Hansen, was quoted in the Los Angeles Times as saying that when she was 10, she was still playing 7 and 8. As Barsi's career success increased, her father, Joseph, an alcoholic, became increasingly angry and would routinely threaten to kill himself, his wife and daughter. His drinking led to 3 arrests for driving under the influence of alcohol. In December 1986, Maria reported his threats and physical violence toward her to the police. After the police found no physical signs of abuse, she decided not to press charges against him. After the incident with the police, Joseph reportedly stopped drinking, but continued to threaten Maria and Judith. His various threats included cutting their throats, as well as burning down the house. He also reportedly hid a telegram informing Maria that a relative in Hungary had died, in an attempt to prevent her from leaving the United States with Judith. The physical violence continued, with Barsi telling a friend that her father threw pots and pans at her, resulting in a nosebleed. As a result of her abuse, Barsi began gaining weight and exhibited disturbing behavior, such as plucking out her eyelashes and pulling out her cat's whiskers. In May 1988, after breaking down in front of her agent, Ruth Hansen, Barsi was taken by Maria to a child psychologist, who identified severe physical and emotional abuse and reported her findings to Child Protective Services. The investigation was dropped after Maria assured a caseworker that she intended to begin divorce proceedings against Joseph, and that she and Judith were going to move into a Panorama City apartment she had recently rented as a daytime haven from him. Maria's friends urged her to follow through with the plan, but she hesitated due to her fear of losing the family home and belongings.
Hello. I said hello. What is your name? Maybe you cannot talk yet, huh?
On July 28, 1988, the Los Angeles Times reported that 3 people were found dead in an apparent murder-suicide, and that the bodies were believed to be those of Barsi, her mother Maria, and her father Joseph. The article quoted Police Lieutenant Warren Knowles as saying a flammable liquid, likely gasoline, had been poured on the bodies of Maria and Judith by Joseph. Joseph's body was found in the garage, dead to a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Neighbor Eunice Daly stated that she heard a gunshot around 8:30 a.m. on July 27th, prompting her to call the police. Barsi and her mother were buried in Forest Lawn Memorial Park in adjoining plots. Barsi's final film, All Dogs Go to Heaven, in which she provided the speaking voice of Anne Mary, was released in November 1989. In an interview, Don Bluth, the director of both The Land Before Time and All Dogs Go to Heaven, praised her as being absolutely astonishing. She understood verbal direction, even for the most sophisticated situations. Bluth stated he intended to feature her extensively in his future productions. The closing credits song, Long Survives, was dedicated in her memory.
Mine is Ducky. Yep, that is what it is. Yep, yep, yep.
So that was the sad story of young Judith Barsi. Be sure to like the video as it helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.